then they're gonna some terrible will happen to us. And this is a book about a man. As soon as he gets out, what he seeks first, what he does, is he makes his peace and becomes and does some seriously good things. And then he slowly sets in motion a series of events that end up massacring people's lives. I don't know how many people have finished the book. I don't want to spoil it. I don't know. For those of you who are going to continue reading it, I don't want to. By the time we get to the end of the book, one of the things that is striking me now about it is that Edmund is as destroyed by what he has wrought as any of the men that he has chosen to wreak vengeance on. And I find the De Villefort section with the revenge that he takes on the attorney, to me, is even worse than what he does to Danglars, which is the man that I blame the most. You know, the man who is definitely responsible out of jealousy for getting Edmund thrown in jails. And yet, it's that attorney who burnt the letter who pays the worst price in the book. And it's the moment, too, where Edmund realizes he may, in fact, have gone much too far. I was thinking a lot as I was reading it this time, and I ended up in a conversation with a friend of mine about how, you know, that book hinges on the idea that information can be destroyed. And it hinges on the idea that we can escape our past somehow and reinvent ourselves. And nowadays I find that, especially as an actor, I am aware of the fact that anything I say and do can be used against me, and will. I feel like there is no way to get away from my past. People used to say that the New York Times review, oh, who cares if they liked you, it'll be wrapping the fish tomorrow. Well, it's not wrapping the fish tomorrow. What it's doing is sitting online. And it just sits online, and every time I go online, I see the same damn, interview I gave, or the same review of whatever was said, and there's no way to escape. I'm very much aware of that as an actor, that I have to be insanely cautious about what I say and do. And yet, we live in a world where everybody, to me, pathologically, seems to want to share everything they say and do, 24 hours a day. I don't get it, but maybe it's because I'm constantly being sort of looked at. And it struck me reading the book this time that it might not... In fact, the letter that is destroyed would not necessarily have been destroyed, or could not be destroyed. That information necessarily today probably could not disappear. And another thing that struck me was, how could Edmund reinvent himself in a world like today where you cannot escape your past? You cannot become someone else, because your past follows you, everywhere. Yeah.